The heel position is very important with your dog. Your dog must know heel. If your dog doesn't know heel, its general behavior is going to be shitty inside and out. In other words, the aggressive dog, for it to pop out and lunge at somebody, it's not at heel. If your dog is kept at heel and it knows it implicitly, you don't have these problems. Now, some of the things that we do, by the way, your dog must know the potty command if it's going to know heel. And the reason that it needs to know the potty command is that if you allow the dog just to sniff around, it's not healing. You allow the dog to sniff around by saying, hurry, hurry. That tells the dog, it indicates to the dog it doesn't have to stay at heel. It can sniff around and you stay in one spot while the dog goes back and forth. It must know the potty command, but it also must know heel. Now, to teach it heel, we do a lot of things to get it to know the heel position is right beside me, which she's right beside me. But the dog has to know heel. Like if Miko is on the other side of my yard, my backyard, and I say heel, or here, when she comes towards me, I'm going to say heel, and I want her to heel, spin into the left-hand side this way. She has to spin one way and one way only, that way. So, to teach the dog, to be sure that we know that the dog understands heel, I'll do a bunch of different things. One of them is that I'll just put the dog at sit, I'll step on the other side of the dog, and then command it to heel and ask to spin around into heel. And when you first start doing this, you might direct it with the leash. Don't let it screw up. Make sure that it's doing it right. It's a lot of muscle memory. Miko, heel. Sit. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Another thing that I'll do is I'll take the dog. It's at heel. Sit. Okay, so she's behind me, right? Sit. Heel. Sit. So I make the dog pull up beside or behind me into heel. The other thing that we'll do is I'll just put Miko, like, or any dog, not just Miko. Miko, sit. Sit. Miko, heel. No, heel. Sit. Did you see the way I said no?
Miko, heel. No, heel. Sit.
The dog was giving me a refusal. I indicated to the dog not to do this, that the dog needs to be compliant. Somebody asked me just recently, they said, well, if my dog gets trained, what if it comes back and doesn't respond properly? You have to respond to the dog. You have to tell the dog what to do. To think that the dog is trained and then you don't have to do anything is just a misconception about dogs. Tell the dog no, and no should be conditioned in properly with your dog, like it is with this dog. Notice how when I say no, the dog goes into heel properly. That's part of the training. That's part of the board and train with me, as I teach the dog no. It's conditioned in with an e-collar, which isn't on her right now because it's charging. But it's conditioned in with the e-collar. It's conditioned in with leash corrections and with my voice. Now, she sort of did it wrong, so we're going to make her do it again. If she does it wrong, I'm going to say no again. Sit. Heel. That's pretty good, but come here. Heel. No. Heel. Sit. That's how she should be, straight. All right? So understand this. If you get a refusal from your dog that's done a board and train, if it's been trained properly, you say no and it's compliant. Miko, down. No, down. See what I'm talking about? It responds that no, that's fine. Miko, sit. If your dog is trained properly and no is conditioned in properly, and you can't do this with a positive reinforcement food trainer, they don't use any type of negativity. They don't teach your dog that no means it's in the wrong position. If your dog knows this, if your dog is conditioned properly, it will respond to you. And it should respond to anybody else that learns how to respond to the dog properly. In other words, when Miko goes back, the owner has to use the same commands and gestures and learn how to use the leash. If she gives the owner a refusal, the owner can say no and the dog will respond and respond appropriately. Here, this is another thing I do. Here, heel. No, heel. Sit. Heel. Sit. No, sit. Heel. No, heel. Sit. Heel. Down. No, down. Nico, sit. Heel. Warrior dog training tip: if your dog is responding negatively, maybe it needs to go to the bathroom. Miko, the video that I just did with Miko here, she had to go to the bathroom. So they don't respond real well when they need to go. So if you're going to work with your dog, take the dog out, let it go to the bathroom, then start training it. If you're training the dog, if you're drilling the dog, which everybody should be doing this with their dog daily, and your dog isn't responding how it normally does, it might need to go to the bathroom. Look at the filth. Brooklyn's nasty. We got to get to Beaver Dams.